set to square off, and we are set to bring it to you. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on another SEC rival, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Razorbacks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Texas A&M's offense will start this game off. Last year, these two played a classic. Those of us who remember the old Southwest Conference would be proud. But once again, we are reminded field goals are fine. Touchdowns are way better, especially if you want to win.
I guess Reese, you didn't like that field goal in the fourth quarter that Arkansas chose to take, but A&M did what they needed to do, go down the field. They scored the game-winning touchdown with about 9 minutes left. Arkansas didn't forget it. This is a fun matchup. We've seen it in Jerry World so many times. This matchup gets a little tasty.
Yeah, Mike Elko's defense, too, was outstanding in that game. They shut down the run. They got 3 takeaways in the game, and that really was the biggest statistic. So going into this one, Arkansas has got to do a better job having balance, but also taking care of the football.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking for room. It's Moss. Turning it on. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Might as well give it to him again. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quick completion to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Lets it fly. He's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It is perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Arkansas's offense will go to work for the first time today. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
And this is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And 2 guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
All down was enough to move the chains. The Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Wide open downfield. All out of space. Touchdown Razorbacks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets to his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 7-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Reed. They've got the screen set up. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Russell. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's 2nd and long. The running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He lets one fly deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Green. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds space on the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Here comes the heat. Got out of trouble and throws. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Concepcion. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Aggies really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. To the air, it's Reed. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Looking to throw on third. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
What a big third down stop for this defense. Man, they're in field goal range. What do? You push them out of range by getting pressure on the quarterback and, most importantly, getting that fast guy on the ground. He can make plays. He can get outside the pocket. Nice discipline, nice structure by this defense. Possibly taking points off the score.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Punt is in the air on fourth down. Wants to bring it back. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. The pitch. Breaks into the open. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out on the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open. Nobody accounting for him. So you flip it to him quickly. Nice, accurate pitch out in front of him. Easy catch. And then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitch man, picking up a massive gain for this offense.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's a heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Got it in the middle, it's Moss. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Bussey. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Wants to throw it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it slips just inside that right upright. That brings them to within 1. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by a field goal over Oregon. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. He'll keep it himself. Hard running there. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. He'll pull it on the read. And some room to work. Past the first down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Sends it back in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Russell. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Razorbacks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Reed. Unloads to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. The Aggies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps looking downfield. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Craver.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
To the air on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Moss. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the 1st down here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Moss. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Concepcion. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Got it in the middle. It's Concepcion. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Buys a little time with his feet. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they cut it to a 14-13 game. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. On the run, it's Hill. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Running back searching for a hole. Can't get him to the ground. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, two fan bases who wait all year for this game, and we could be headed to a fun finish in the Southwest Classic. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. Still 2 quarters to go in this Southwest Classic, a treasured rivalry in both Fayetteville and College Station.
Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Green. And the returner is stopped. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clapp. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They feed him again. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Snagged in the middle, it's Blake. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. A 1st down for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Clapp. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. Dropping back. It's Green. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? The Razorbacks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page.
Touchdown, Razorbacks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying his defense.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by 5 over Oregon. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the ground. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. At the 45, on its way. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Grabbed behind the line. It's Craver. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. That is no good. That one could have helped out a bit there, guys, but still an 8-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to throw. It's Green. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Power football with the run. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And here comes the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Team able to make the tackle. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Going right to work up top. Got a man. It's Concepcion. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that throw.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Reed. The sure hands, it's Moss. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll run play action. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll give it to the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. First down here for the offense. They're going to ride this running back. Oh, he's got some space.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit, because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
Takes the handoff. It's Russell. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Green. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man downfield. Oh, what a cut! And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. That one interception and the loss last week really stuck with him, but he's answered by taking care of the football in this game.
Nice answer. Just a nice bounce back. When you're the leader and you're the guy that everybody looks to, and you handle adversity from last week like you did today in this game, nice job by this quarterback leading this team.
Got it back on 2nd and goal. And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it right.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Craver. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. To the air, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quarterback now breaking the field. Sweet spin. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Craver.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them, staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack.
Turning it on! Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Catch in the middle. It's Moss. Across the 25. He's got room. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And how about the dinosaur, the fullback, getting involved in this game in the passing attack? This is a guy that has really, really good hands, and this offense knows in these types of situations, if they can just find a way to get him involved, he can go score.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a 1-possession game. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Rutgers is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know.
Looking to pass. It's Green.
It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oregon. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to go up top. Got his man! And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Firing to the right, complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Got a 1st down. Still running up the 40. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's going to lose a yard on that one. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Fires to the tight end.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. And the Aggies come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Finds his tight end. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Concepcion. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. He'll throw on third down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle. It's Craver. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. He's taking a deep shot. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. One more play to pad the stats. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds the tight end. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. From the old SWC to the SEC, this rivalry has remained strong, and in this one, the Hogs were too much for the Aggies to handle. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.